The crab is missing. It must have been stolen. I bet you that it's Miss Karen again. That crab is literally rotten, though.
Man, this crab is so great.
Trouble Busters!
Huh? I knew it was Miss Karen. My name is Melanie. I'm in the middle of trying to figure out how to solve some problems that I'm having with neighbors.
Ah, I found some beef.
This woman barges into my house, and when she finds the chance, she goes into the fridge and starts stealing things. She's like a thief, Mom. Excuse me, I can't have you take the meat in the fridge. It's kind of annoying.
Huh? What are you trying to say, that I'm some kind of thief or something?
I would catch her in the act, but she would talk about how she wanted proof of this and that, and keeps going off until it kind of just gets lost in the commotion. I'm also not very good at confronting people, so she uses that to her advantage and takes whatever she wants. However, Miss Karen is the boss mom of the area, so when you're not on her good side, it becomes really awkward to live in this area. I basically went to the supermarket and immediately cooked everything I bought to try to fight back, but the expensive crab I bought was stolen by Miss Karen. Crab is literally rotten. Add a lock to the fridge or don't invite Miss Karen over to have tea. I tried thinking about that too, and I'm sure she's just going to chew me out and I'm going to get cornered. Cook right after I buy the food at the store. I thought that was the best way to not cause any kind of response from her, but still, it's not like I could literally do that with everything I bought from the store. She ended up taking the rotten crab from my fridge. I'm sure it's very obvious that it's rotten, so I shouldn't have to tell her. Telling her is just gonna make it like I was accusing her of stealing. I don't need to jump into the flames like that. I guess I could try talking to Alan, but he's currently away on a business trip. I don't want to cause any extra fuss and worry him. But still, I couldn't just let her continue to do whatever she wanted. I really needed to start coming up with some kind of solution for this, or she might start taking stuff from the house completely. Then I decided to use a certain method to try to come up with a peaceful resolution for Miss Karen.
Honey, welcome home. How was the business trip? This crab is so good.
Ah, this really is delicious, isn't it? We really should be thanking Miss Melanie for sharing this much crab with us, huh?
I've been waiting to cook this until you got home.
I see. Thank you, Karen.
It's all because of my connections with others. You make sure to be thankful for me.
But man, is it just me? But that crab is kinda sticky or slimy?
Maybe it's like the crab's final defense. If you don't want to eat it, then I will.
No, it's a very expensive crab. I'll enjoy it to the fullest.
Hey, open up the damn doors!
You're finally over, huh? Huh? What's going on? What happened? Why do you look like that?
Well, because I ate the freaking crab that you gave me. That's why I'm like this.
Huh? You ate that crab?
Yes, of course I did, without any kind of suspicion.
It was clearly turning black and it smelled really bad too. There had to be some kind of slime too, right?
I couldn't smell it because my nose was stuffy and they say that the flavor is the best when the color looks like it's about to rot.
I'm going to make this a problem. I'm going to take this to the proper authorities.
I don't know what you want me to say. I never gave her the crab to begin with.
I most certainly did get the crab from you. Otherwise, the crab in your house would never make it to my house now, would it?
Yeah, sure, whatever, thief.
Thief?
Hey, don't say that crap in front of my husband like that.
Oh, come on. You know for a fact that you're a thief too.
You're going to lie before you apologize to us? Seriously?
I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth.
In what world would a wife steal a frickin' crab from someone's house? Imagine that actually happening. You would end up in jail for theft. You think that my wife is actually that stupid? You say something stupid like that again, I'm going to sue you for defamation.
You're just saying that if, in the worst case scenario, hypothetically, I were to steal the crab, then it might be theft, right? Like it's almost an actual felony?
Nope, there are no ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to be theft.
I see. I didn't know that. We went through hell and back because of the crab that you gave me. You need to realize the horrible mistake you made.
I get it. She's trying to make the whole thing my fault that I just gave her rotten crab without thinking about it. This person is so much more rotten than that crab ever was. I'm never going to forgive her. Troublebusters.
Do you realize what you've done is assault?
I suppose that if I were to have given you something that was rotten and you got sick, then I could see how it partially was my fault too, but...
You're still going on about that? You're so persistent and annoying. So annoying. But I'm going to respect that persistent annoyance and let you go this time.
You're going to let go because of persistent annoyance? That's the first time I've ever heard that kind of English. She's clearly trying to avoid me and the issue completely rather than pursue me now. I mean, I guess that is the smarter idea.
Come on, let's go home. I'm going to cut ties with this prick anyway, okay? Just a waste of time to mess with her at all.
Most definitely not. You realize how dangerous it is to get food poisoning from crab? I can't just let this person loose when she's the one that gave us rotten crab for fun. I've got to make sure that she learns her lesson.
Well, let's see who's going to really be learning their lesson at the end of all this.
Don't ever come into contact with us again.
What the hell kind of attitude is that? It almost sounds like we're also at fault or something too.
Honey, it's fine. Looks like she seems to be regretting what she did.
How could you possibly think that?
What the hell? Is she not taking you seriously?
She's not the kind of person that you can just use words to deal with. Her logic is seriously just monstrous and horrible. It's a waste of time and energy just arguing with her. Come on, let's go.
No, you're the one that said that we should go argue with her and give her a piece of our mind. Why are you suddenly changing your stance now?
Probably because you found out that theft is something criminal and very much prosecutable, right?
No.
What are you talking about? That's just a figure of speech. A what if? Only if she's actually stole your crab.
That's right, it's just a hypothetical.
Do not mix up reality with a hypothetical situation. From the way you're putting it, it sounds like my wife is some kind of crab-thieving housewife or something.
Well, it sounds like that because she...
That's enough. Okay, you two, all done. This whole thing has just gone too far. It's pointless for the two of us. Let's go. Just ignore the stupid four-eyed freak. It's just a waste of time.
But this woman, she caused some serious sickness between the two of us and hasn't seemed apologetic or remorseful at all.
There's no point in talking to her. That's why she's just horrible.
Ugh. I guess it's like talking to a sack of rocks with her. Damn it.
It's kind of our fault a little bit, just because I had been around her and actually involved myself with her, though. I'm sorry about that one thing. That one tiny thing. I'm sorry. Phew. Can't believe that forcing her to share food with me would lead to me potentially getting arrested for theft. I need to make sure I apply some different forms of pressure to continue stealing things from her house.
I've got to talk to her some more.
Wait, hey! Honey, calm down. We just don't need to talk to her anymore.
That kind of attitude when she literally poisoned us is literally unacceptable. It's assault. I'm going to file a police report on her.
Stop it. You're going to make things bigger than they already are.
And just what exactly is wrong with that? She's the one in the wrong.
If you file a police report, it's going to make the fuss bigger and people are going to worry. I'm a very popular person. I'm sure all of the other neighbors would be really worried about me. I'd feel bad for them.
I mean, sure, I get it, but...
Right? See? If you think that, then you should understand how I feel, right?
But it feels like she just gets away with it, while we have to run away with our tails between our legs.
It's fine.
Fine.
Later, thieving mom.
What the hell did you say?
Honey!
You're the worst woman I've met in my entire life. I've tried to listen to the goddess Karen and all the kind neighboring mothers and let you go, but...
You can let it go. Give it your all to just to completely let go.
But the fact that you took advantage of that and did whatever you wanted and are getting away with it with what you did just does not sit with me well.
That's what I want to say to you. Do you realize how many headaches your wife has caused me? Do you realize how much damage she's caused me?
How much more do you want to insult my wife till you're satisfied?
Thank you, honey, but it's really okay.
Nothing is okay. She is trash-talking the love of my life by saying things that aren't true. Someone who doesn't get angry isn't a real husband.
Stop! Do not make things bigger than they already are.
No, I'm at my limit. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to go file a police report for defamation and assault. So you better be expecting it real soon.
That's actually an interesting coincidence because I'm actually going to be doing that too.
Huh? You too?
I'm going to file a police report against your wife for theft and get the police involved with this whole incident.
Huh? Theft? You're calling sharing food theft now?
Yes, I am. Miss Karen waited till I wasn't around and stole the crab that was left on the table.
Literally no one would do that. That's literally theft. You're just a thief.
Yes, that's right. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
I could never believe such an unrealistic story. No one is going to believe you. That is, unless you have definitive proof.
Proof, huh?
Well, do you have proof or not?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Is this?
Well, spit it out.
It's not like I saw her steal the crab or anything like that.
That means that you can't prove that she did anything, right?
I'll leave that to your imagination. Uno reverse card.
I'm going to sue you for defamation and assault. Honey, the police. Get the police over here right now. Let's show this woman hell. Let's make sure this woman experiences pain and suffering like never before.
Huh?
Why are you just standing there? This is a criminal that basically poisoned us and tried to kill us. She needs to be smacked around, slapped, and arrested. I won't be able to sleep well at night without knowing that she's in prison.
Yeah.
You're completely screwed, bitch. Done for. I'm going to tell all the ladies, too. Super update. Melanie poisoned us with bad crab. Had police called on her and is arrested for assault. The real life cops start now. So yeah, officer.
I see. My wife is...
I was tricked because of this woman, and she said that she wanted to share, so my stomach is a mess. I'm puking, dehydrated, all kinds of horrible experiences. That's the worst, Miss Melanie. If you screwed up even a little bit, you could have killed her, actually. Her life was in danger.
Get out of this town. Don't think that you can live in this town peacefully anymore.
This is it. This is how I want it. I'm just the miserable little heroine, and Melanie is some kind of loser, wife, and broken woman. Ugh, I like Miss Melanie. I love her, actually. She said she would share, so I took the crab off of her hands, but now I'm sick. On top of that, she called me a crab thief.
The absolute worst.
Get the hell out of this town.
We're cutting ties with you right now. Don't ever talk to us again.
I'm sorry, I can't really hear what's going on, so can you please be quiet? Karen, I know this must be tough, but we're almost done. Let's make sure that this freaking poisoned wife who fed us rotten crap sees time behind bars.
You're right. Someone who doesn't want to admit to any of her faults needs to go behind bars and really think about what she's done.
But I mean, that is a pretty horrible story. Let's just fact check everything first.
Can you believe it? This four-eyed idiot is actually trying to claim that I stole it when she doesn't have a single piece of evidence proving it.
Really?
Yes, I mean, I don't have any kind of proof that proves she came into my house without my permission and took the crab back to her house, so I can't prove it.
That's not good then. But what we have is your verbal violence, the leftovers from the crab that you shared with her, and some doctor's notes as well. Yeah, right. Miss Melanie, it's not looking good for you. You might actually get something on your record. You should consider trying to settle out of court.
But I do have plenty of proof on camera of how Ms. Karen came over to my house and continued to steal things like bread and jewelry time and time again after the crab was stolen.
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Well, after she took the crab from me, which was pretty upsetting actually, I thought that this was actually going a little too far, so I set up a camera in the hallway.
Why the hallway, though?
Well, I didn't want to install cameras in every room. It's kind of annoying, so I set it up in the hallway where no matter what she takes, she'd have to walk through. That way it's easier to have a before and after video, too.
I see. You've put some thought behind it, haven't you? And you have the video footage?
Absolutely I do. She's just constantly bothering me to get her stuff. And then when she said she wanted my crab, I finally mustered up the courage. I finally told her that I wasn't okay with it. Then I noticed that the crab was missing from the table, and I knew that if she was willing to steal the crab, she'd be willing to steal anything, so I installed the camera.
I see.
By the way, the camera records audio as well, so I have audio that says,
There's the makeup. She hasn't said anything for a few days after I stole the crab, so I'm sure this is fine.
So yeah, there's proof of her stealing the crab within the video as well.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I just told the truth, you know, which means that it's not defamation and their illness was because of the crab that she stole, so I can't be charged for assault. Am I correct in all this, sir?
Yeah.
Uno reverse card. Right? Well then.
Oh, hang on just a second. What the hell is going on?
You're the one that needs to hang on, Karen. What is all this about?
No, you don't understand, honey.
What do I not understand?
I'm just saying that it's not...
What am I not understand?
What the hell, Ms. Melanie?
Hmm?
You said that you didn't have proof a second ago.
I didn't actually say that. I said that I didn't have footage of you stealing the actual crab. That's it. I haven't said a single thing unlike you.
That's the same thing!
Not my problem. You're the one that snapped to the conclusion that I didn't have proof, right? And then you said that you were going to try to file a police report on me after you thought that I didn't have proof on you. You really are someone who needs to be put behind bars, so that's what I'm going to do.
Please, anything but the cops.
You're literally the one person here who called the cops and got them involved.
Don't tell the cops.
Cops are already here.
Can I take a look at the video?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for your cooperation. Can I take a look too, actually?
Yeah, of course. The video is literally just the worst possible incriminating piece of evidence you could drum up.
Why would you show the police such a video? Are you trying to make me out to be some kind of criminal or something?
I'm not trying to make you out to be a criminal, so much as prove that you are a criminal. You're the one that made it that way.
That's not fair. You can't just have that kind of proof and then not tell me. It's not fair.
I don't think the problem here is that I did or didn't have proof. Steak, bags, bonds, jewelry, you literally took all kinds of things from me without asking me, and then how the hell am I not supposed to call you a thief?
I'm sorry. I'm begging you. I'll return everything that I stole from you. Please don't get the police involved in this.
Oh my god. Like I said, you were the one that called the police. And if I didn't have this proof video, then you would have charged me for defamation and assault, right?
That's not true. I wouldn't have.
You would have. That's why you called the cops, right?
That's not true.
Then why did you call the cops?
Well, I don't know really.
You
called the cops, but don't know why?
How is that possible?
You were the one that was talking and bragging about how you were going to get Ms. Melanie arrested, right?
Take a look at the text. It's all there.
But now you're just going to say you don't even know why you called the cops? I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm feeling kind of sick, so I'm going home.
You've made it this big of a thing, though.
You can't just run like that. Sorry.
If sorry was enough for things like this,
We wouldn't need the police.
oh my god, this is so bad. She stole the crab, got really sick, came to complain, called the cops and got them involved, called her friends. All those actions she thought was making me backed into a corner now has her backed into a corner. This is literally the definition of karma. After this, her friends were all berating and questioning her for about 20 minutes. Husband and police officer who finished watching the footage came back.
Miss Karen, if you don't mind coming with me down to the police station, please.
Boom! That's a one-tap KO! Detained!
Super update. Karen is a thieving mother. She's been stealing all kinds of stuff from Ms. Melanie's house and then gets arrested. Please, no, don't record! Please, no, don't record!
Miss Melanie, would you like to file a...
Yes.
She's so into it. Miss Karen has completely lost her place in the neighborhood. Honey, save me!
divorce?
I have a criminal history and my husband is leaving me all in the same stroke. Please, Miss Melanie, don't file a police report. Honey, please don't divorce me. It was all just a spur of the moment thing. I couldn't stop and I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
That big of a deal?
You realize that just based on what I know, you've stolen over $10,000 worth of stuff. It's kind of a big deal.
You're the one that made this happen, though. Why the hell didn't you question me right after the crime was committed?
Well, if it wasn't a big deal, then I figured you wouldn't learn your lesson. And as proof, you kept coming over asking to have tea and stealing stuff from my house before going home.
There might be other stuff that she's stolen too. We should definitely check her house for anything else.
No, you can't come search my house.
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure that there's stuff in her house that belongs to Miss Melanie. Okay, I guess. I have no choice after all of this has been said and done. I'm sorry for all the horrible things that I've said. I'm really sorry.
Ted began begging me for forgiveness. All the neighbors also followed suit as well. I mean, from Ted's perspective, you would never believe that anyone could be so insane to go to someone's house to steal a crab. And on top of that, his own wife. That's why he was so combative. I can't really blame him for that. I think that I might have actually acted the same way if I were in his position. On the other hand, the neighbors all showed up because they just wanted to watch something interesting and kind of said whatever they wanted, which kind of grinds my gears, but I was the one that didn't stop her from calling them because I wanted to use them to really beat some sense into Karen. So I gotta just let that go too. I organized through my thoughts and told all of them I'm not angry at them before they left the scene, slightly relieved. It was just me, the criminal, and the police.
The price is pretty hefty, so I'm pretty sure you're going to be put behind bars without parole.
What do you mean without parole? What's that mean?
That means you're going to stay in prison for a little while.
No, I can't do that.
I mean, come on. Do you realize that you've done something that's worthy of that?
Please, Miss Melanie, let me go. Just this one time, let me go.
It's all your own doing. Honestly, I wasn't even going to do this to you, you know. I was going to just show you the proof and ask for everything returned. Maybe sign some papers promising that you'll never steal from me again, but...
Huh?
Then you wouldn't be put behind bars and you wouldn't have gotten divorced, but this was all brought upon by yourself.
What a kind response. And I did that to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for stealing things from you.
I could tell that she was being sincere in her apology, but it was way too late for that. After searching their home, they found more and more of my belongings. All in all, the total came to almost $25,400. She was absolutely going to be going to prison.
6 years. I'm going to be in prison for 6 years.
Ms. Karen, who was sentenced to be put in prison, was divorced by her husband while she was inside. Even after she gets out, she's never going to be able to return to where she was before. She's got nowhere to go anymore.
I will never steal again.
As for me, my life has been great without anyone stealing my stuff. Alan, who's been away on a business trip for the longest time, will be coming back next month, and things have never been better. Troublebusters.